everyone, today I've got your Seven Psychopaths movie review. I wanted to see it for a really long time, and I just got a chance to see it last night, so I'm really happy that I did, because a couple of reasons why I wanted to see it. One was for the ensemble cast in particular. I mean, I'm a huge fan of some of these actors, so that was one of the reasons. Just because it actually looked like a pretty interesting movie. A guy named Marty, who is played by Colin Farrell, in a movie that he is reuniting with the director of this movie after he had done In Bruges, which I still have yet to see. I haven't really found Colin Farrell as a particularly astounding actor. He's kind of left me disappointed in some of his recent films, and I wanted to see this just to see if maybe he redeemed himself, and I will say yes, I think he has redeemed himself in this movie, and I think he did a pretty good job. He plays this guy named Marty who is writing the script called Seven Psychopaths, and he's putting together trying to write all these different psychopaths, and with the help of his friend, who is played by Sam Rockwell, who's in another really hilarious performance. And what ends up happening is that Sam Rockwell and along with Christopher Walken, who is also in this movie, are stealing dogs from these people just so that they can bring them back to their original owners and get these big huge rewards. So it's kind of like they're doing this just like they're con artists, they're doing this, criminal act, and then they get a reward. So it's just really crazy what they're doing, but the problem is that they stole a dog from another really awesome actor who is in this movie who is not too happy, and that is Woody Harrelson. I'm not sure what a lot of people think about him, but I think he's pretty awesome ever since he was in, he's done some pretty interesting roles, and I mean, he's quite the character. When he's on screen, he's just he can be really serious and really funny, and I just think it's really awesome when those two traits coincide. So, being in this movie, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to hate him or like him. When he had Precious at gunpoint, trying to be the center of attention, and he was just really crazy. He just wanted his dog. I would have given it to him. It's a Shih Tzu. So while there's this killer that's on the list called the Jack of Diamonds, he's one of the psychopaths apparently. He's reoccurring, shows up a couple times in the movie, so I'm this guy's pretty crazy. He's pretty weird. He's definitely psychotic. I feel overall the plot of the movie, it was pretty interesting, and I mean, it almost kind of reminded me of the Ocean's movies, without the whole heist thing. It just had that sort of fun sort of crime feel to it, but along with all the seriousness of the film, I felt it was kind of like that. Two chicks in this movie who, I wouldn't say I particularly liked them. I mean, they were okay, and they're Abby Cornish and Olga Kurylenko. So, I mean, you know how I feel about, chicks in movies. It's I mean, they were okay, in their roles, but, I mean, one of them was actually supposed to be a girlfriend that was dumping, Marty, so, and the other girl just got, blasted away. So I was okay, I guess that's the end of her hotness. One of the other things I'd actually like to mention, and I was really surprised by this, of how fast-paced this movie was. It was only, it felt it just went by, scene by scene, just went by so fast. And I was as soon as the movie's over, I'm that's it? Seriously? I mean, I wasn't, left disappointed from this movie, I mean, don't get me wrong, but one of the things I was hoping was that, I mean, it's just non-stop, action and comedy, and all of that just goes by, just sort of mixed in together in this twisted movie that I think is probably one of the most original movies I've seen. It was really good. I mean, I liked it. So I don't know if I'd see it again, but I mean, I might sometime somewhere down the line. So I think the idea of actually writing the story or making a movie inside a movie called Seven Psychopaths, I thought that was pretty interesting. How it's sort of like it's a message and it's a story that's waiting to be unfolded. So I really liked how the pacing worked in that, and showing the whole reveal. I thought it was pretty cool. Overall, I would say pretty good. I would recommend. I like this movie. Thought it was pretty good. I would definitely recommend seeing this movie, so check it out. And if you have seen Seven Psychopaths, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about it. You guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.